Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today is going to be an awesome day. We are going to get updates on the 72 Powerstroke finally. Now, Grant, luckily this time it had no issues with the shop. I told them, I was like, hey man, this is a back burner project. Because the first time we talked to him and told me quite a few of the things and how much money he's expecting to cost. I was like, hey man, you can put it on back burner for a month and a half, heck, even 2 months if you really need to. Just because I like to pay cash up front. And I was like, whew. It's like, oh man, it's a lot. So I'd rather save up the money than just go ahead and start pulling out savings and everything. Because it's going to end up costing almost as much as what the project's already cost. And yeah, your wife doesn't like whenever you start pulling that type of money out and without putting more back. So so we're going to head over there today. He's got a list of us of the pros and cons. I'm fully expecting it to be basically like the pros will only be, there's a truck here, there's a motor, there's a frame, that's the right length, and there's a transmission. I'm expecting that to basically be all of the pros. He's supposed to have a list for us when we get there, but real quick for me, if you can still think of a channel name for Tyler over at Axle Driven, he's got over 1,000 hours worth of videos over the years of building random things all the way from little tiny gas motor vehicles, motorcycles, all the way up to come and swap in Tacomas and stuff. So this project is up his alley. But anyways, we'll go ahead and head over there. Leave a name down in the comments down below. And lastly, what's y'all's weather like there? The past 2 days, it's been hoodie weather here. Luckily, by the afternoon when the kids get out of school and everything, it's like 85 degrees. But that's when you lose your jackets. You wear a jacket to work, you take it off because you're getting hot, then you don't wear it at home, you forget, then boom, you got like 7 jackets at work. It's horrible. But anyways, let's get over to the shop. So guys, went to the shop. There wasn't truly anything done, but it's for a very good reason. But I am here with the 22 F-250. I'm going to show you a couple little issues here in a minute, but I'm going to take a brief pause, let you see the list of why nothing is done on the 72 yet. All right. Now that we're back and you see how ridiculous that list is everything that was missing off the truck, and not including the 6.0 Powerstroke powertrain parts. So with that being said, this weekend, or this coming weekend, I'm going to pick up another parts truck. But it's for a good reason. So with everything that is done to the truck and how it's went through so many shops and had so many issues, many shops robbing parts off the truck, this and that. Like, for instance, I don't even have windows or door handles or anything inside the truck right now. Like, why did you steal that out of my truck? Like, come on. Like, really? It's like the things people aren't really looking for. But, so this weekend I'm going to grab another 72 F-250. It's in pretty good shape. It's actually running, so that'll be nice. To where I can actually drive it up onto the trailer, bring it back over here, drop it off at the shop and all that good stuff. But they are actually going to completely change the frame. They're going to go with the 72 frame to make it a whole lot easier with the leaf springs. And they went more in depth than what I understand, because that's way past my abilities of knowing what the heck's going on. So if you go check out his channel, you'll be able to actually see it once I get the parts truck over there. He's going to upload a video of what's actually going on with it. And I can give you like weekly, bi-weekly updates of what's going on with it visually. Because I'm not a mechanic. I'm a Joe Smo mechanic that builds random things in their garage. I can't do that type of fabrication. So anyways, buying that, they're going to put it on a 72 chassis, and that'll make it to where the leaf springs work out a whole lot better. The wheel wells line up a whole lot better with the front end and everything. Everything will work out so much smoother. I won't have a 6 to 8 inch frame sticking out of the front end of it to where I've got to make some customized bumper that'll never look good no matter what. And then it'll have the radiator supports that they don't have anymore, to where then they can go through and just edit all of that. And he's got one big Ford guy there that's a massive Ford guy that's already done some things like that, one of his mechanics. Sat down with him for over an hour just talking about, hey, this is what we're going to do. And they had already had a meeting for almost 2 hours before I showed up. Like, over the past couple weeks, they had 2 hours worth of meetings to say, hey, this is what needs to happen. I walked in the shop, he's like, hey man, I'm gonna throw you some ideas, and you may not like it, but honestly, if I gotta spend $2,000 on another parts truck, but it's gonna save me $4,000 of them trying to fix all the mess ups from before, the end of the day, it's still spending less money to possibly even get a better project truck out of it. So it's all gonna work out great. Tyler, I trust this Tyler. Some of the other Tylers in the past, not done too well with the truck. But this one, truly have faith in this guy. And he's gonna give you videos showing exactly what he's doing to it, like all the small, big details, everything. I'm just gonna show you the end results whenever I go there for shooting videos on it. All right, so now for the 22, if anybody could give me just little tips and advice on what the heck's going on here, because it's very small things that are absolutely annoying me. Actually, there's only one true one, but I will go ahead and tell you, I did switch setups. Setup has changed. Now that I have the camera turned around, it's a whole lot easier to do this. So I traded a guy that I originally wanted to buy these wheels and tires off the guy before I ever had the polish methods, the polished ones. And he was smart. He waited till he see me throw brand new 37s on it, open country RTs, to say, hey man, just trade me those things. So I do have this. I will say it does suck running 12 wides because mud flaps are gone. There's even some trimming in there, and there's still might need to put that 1-inch bumper spacer that they have for these trucks just to be extra safe. But the reason for doing it, which it's all dirty, you can see like I haven't even touched it since. But the awesome part is they are ceramic coated, so I don't have to worry about hard cleaning on these by any means. But at the end of the day, these will be 40s at some point in time. This truck will be lifted once it is no longer a daily driver, because once I get the 72 back, trust me, the 72 will be a daily driver for me. No ifs, ands, or buts. For a simple fact of, I've waited 5 years. By the time it's done, it'll be 5 years I wait on that 72. All right, so the only other issue I can say right now, it's my own fault for trading for 12 wides. Smaller tire and it still rubs, and the 37s didn't at all because there's no offset and it's only a 9-inch wheel. This right here, can anybody help me with this? It started happening probably a month and a half ago. So now I literally rolled the window down just so to do this, but I keep getting grease from down inside the door down there somewhere. Every time I roll it down, somewhere near the bottom of the door, because it only sticks to the very bottom piece here, and then it just happens to end up smearing all the way up and down the window. But I do have a friend that's told me he's very good at removing the door panels and everything to where we can see where it's happening. But has anyone else had this issue? Like, it's only when it's hot. If I go ahead and clean this off, and being that we're almost going into fall, when it's 50 degrees in the morning, I can roll the window up and down 30,000 times, it doesn't matter. But as soon as it hits like 80 degrees outside and warms up the door, boom, the grease is showing up on the glass. But other than that, this truck is doing outstanding. Love it. I believe it's a little more reliable than when I originally bought it, long-term wise. And whenever they took off the mud flaps, whenever I put the 37s on, they did forget to bolt that little guy back in. So I do need to bolt that in. Hey! What in the world, buddy? Oh, well, you got your shoes on backwards too, man. It's on the wrong foot. You don't care? Yeah. But little man loves the new setup. Wife and daughter didn't even realize the new setup, which is crazy because it was polished wheels versus black wheels. But truck's doing great. If anybody was curious, it's a little lighter than what it used to be, but it's doing great. There is no issues so far whatsoever. What? It's a little wider? Yeah. Yeah, that's the tires, buddy. But it is sitting a little lower to the ground. So that means I can fit back in a parking garage. Because I was about a ½ inch too tall for a parking garage with a 37. So take some pros out of it. Yeah. Little minor trimming and fixing over here. Because you see I had to trim right here. And actually I got to take that off. As you can see, it knocked it. So I do need to cut that little piece of plastic off there, which sucks because it's part of this. But this one's actually bolted in properly all the way through. So you see that one's not come off. So I do need to fix that one.
Daddy?
Yes, sir.
Can I just do that and that me?
All right, well, apparently we're going on the trails now. So that means you got to tell them, hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a big thumbs up. First time, please subscribe. Thank you all, right? I messed that all up, buddy, but I just winged it. So yeah, I screwed that up. First time stopping by, please subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a big thumbs up. Hope you all have a great day.